Hi viewers, welcome to Techie Trek Education channel. Today we are going to learn about the programming language is called C. Okay, let's move on to the programming language C. So we are going to learn about the basics of C. So generally what is language? What is called language? A human being wants to communicate with another human being, he need a medium, right? So that is called language. So if a person wants to communicate with computer, then he wants a programming language. So we need to give the instructions, right? We need to give the instructions to the computer and make the computer to complete our instruction. Okay. There are three types of languages in the world, three types of programming languages. First one is machine language. So machine language is having a series of binary patterns. Binary patterns means zeros and ones. So a program is like a zeros and ones. So it is not a normal human readable format. So certain mathematicians or the person who is having the strong mathematical knowledge, they can only develop that. This language was there up to 1970s. Nowadays very minimum people are using this machine language. Next one is assembly language. So assembly language is a low level programming language. So you can find the human readable format code, but the program is getting executed for the specific processor. You can execute the same program into another machine. It won't work because the program is particular for the specific CPU, specific processor. Okay. So if you give the instructions in the assembly language, right, it will be converted into the machine understandable format. That means it will be converted into the machine language. So the conversion is done by interpreter or compiler. Okay. Next one is high level language. So high level languages are in human readable format. So the same way the human readable format code will be converted into machine language by compilers or interpreters. And this program in high level language can be executed in any CPUs. Like assembly language, you can't execute the same program into various machines. But if you return the program in high level language, you can able to execute the same program into any CPUs. Okay. What is the purpose of compiler and interpreter? So you can write a simple C program. I will go to explain about that. What is a C program? How can we write that? Anyway, if you write a simple C program, it will be in the human readable format. It should be converted into the machine code, machine readable format. So to do the machine readable format, we can use either compiler or interpreter. So compiler converts a high level program to machine code before runs the program. That means the compiler will validate the code and it will check that is your code is having any mistakes or errors. If it is having, it will ask you to correct that. Once you make the code is perfect, then it will compile the code and it will generate the .exe file, executable file. So that executable file will be getting executed. What is interpreter? So interpreter is straightforward approach. Like if you give the program, you can directly run the code. You don't want to do the compilation. You don't want to convert. So the conversion of machine language, high level language to machine language will be taken care by the interpreter. But it is doing internally. It is not generating any exe files or whatever it is. It is straightforward approach. But the problem is interpreter converts each statement of high level program into machine code. Suppose if you are having any mistakes means, then it will stop the execution and it will ask you to correct it. So every time you need to correct the code and run it. But the compiler is doing like it will check your code and it will do the compilation successfully. Interpreted code. Okay. So I just give the symbolic representation like interpreter is running each line separately, right? So that's the reason I just put the space between the letters I, N, T, R like that. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. So you may get some idea about the compiler. So let's move on to the C language. So C programming language developed in 1972 by Dennis Ritchie, and which is most widely used language in the world. So it is a successor of language B. Earlier the language A and A plus and B was there. After that they introduced the language C. So C is a structured language. Structured means it should have certain format. We should follow that format. Okay. And it can be compiled on a variety of computer platforms. So you can execute the C, you can compile and execute the C program in Unix OS, Linux OS, Windows OS, Macintosh. So in most of the operating systems, we can run our C program. And the programming is very easy. Okay, let's move on to the environment of C. So if you are learning any language, right, you need to write the code, then you need a separate environment to do the coding, right? So to write a simple C program, or you need to write a C program, you can do it in the normal notepad in Windows machine or whatever the notepad or notepad++. But we can utilize the turbo editor also. Okay. And next one is compiler. So once you write the code needs to be getting compiled, right? So to compile the code, we are using GCC, or let's move on to environment setup. So to write a C program, you need a editor. You need a notepad or notepad++ or turbo editor, you can use that. To compile the program, you can use the GCC or turbo compiler. Okay, so mostly Windows is if you are using the Windows OS, you can utilize turbo compilers. You can easily download and install the turbo compiler from the Google. Okay, for example, I am installing the turbo compiler inside a folder called TC, and the tc.exe will be available in the bin folder. If you just double click it, it will open the window. So I just give the screenshot below like that. Okay, so if you want to create a new program, click file menu and click new. It will open one pop-up. You need to give the file name, whatever you want to, just give the file name and click OK. It will create a new file, and the file extension will be C, because we are going to write a C program, right? So we need to give it as a .c. So let's move on to the program. I will come back to the same slide within few minutes. So this is my first program. So I already told you, like, C is a structured language, so we should follow the following statements or commands like that. A program should contain a preprocessor commands, functions, variables, statements, expressions and comments. In the screenshot, right, the line number 1 contains the include stdio.h. Stdio.h means stdio means standard input output, and .h extension is it's a header file. Okay, otherwise we are calling as library file. And the line number 3 is main. So main is a keyword. So to run a particular C program, you should have this main function. Inside this main function, we have a printf. Method is there. Within the printf function, we are giving some text. What is the meaning of printf? Print format. If you want to print any content as output of your program, you need to give like printf. And what is the meaning of main? Main is a method. Main is a function. The function, a C program should have the main function. Then only you can execute the program. Okay. The braces are there. So if you give the main function, you need to follow two braces. One is open braces and another one is close braces. Line number 4 contains open braces, line number 8 contains close braces, and you need to write your code inside in between the two braces. Okay. Okay, return of 0 means, because in front of the main we have the keyword called int. Int mean integer. In the later point of sections I will explain about it, what is the meaning of int and why we are giving as a return of 0. Okay, right now we are going to discuss about how it is the compilation, how it is working. Okay, so I gave the simple code and I save the file. before I want to execute this file, what I want to do that I need to do the compilation. Okay, I will go. So how we are compiling the program? So once you write the simple code, you need to compile the code, right? So in the turbo editor, you can click the compile menu and click compile menu item is there. You can just click that, or you can use the alt press F9 key to do the compilation in turbo editor. Okay. So once you done these instructions right, it will open one simple pop-up and it is showing like the compiling. So the compiling is in progress actually. So once the compilation is completed, it will show that how many errors, warnings, how many lines compiled and what is the status. If you see that the last blue line is there, right, it is showing as success. Suppose if you are having any errors, it will show the errors and warning also. If you have the any errors means, then you need to just correct it. Okay, right. So once the compilation is completed successfully, it will create a file called hello.exe, because what is my file name? Hello.c, right? So it will, the compiler will create a file name called hello.exe. Exe means executable format. So we are going to execute this hello.exe only. Okay. Suppose if you are having any errors, we need to correct it. Compiler won't generate this hello.exe file. So once we resolve all the issues, then only we can get this hello.exe. Okay. Go to the hello.c. So the path we can just go to where is the location of hello.c file, and you can find this another file name called hello.exe. The compiler just now generated this file. To run the program, you need to use the control plus F9 key in the turbo compiler. Okay, or you can find the run menu in the turbo editor also. You can just click the turbo editor, run, so it will generate the output. We can directly execute this hello.exe, but generally we are executing the hello.exe using the command prompt in a Unix box. Generally in Windows we are using the turbo editor, right? So we don't want to do the hello.exe, we don't want to execute the hello.exe separately, because we can simply execute the C file using the turbo editor. So here the output is there, I am a programmer. Okay, I will go to the code. If you see that inside the printf, what I gave that I am a C programmer, the same thing is getting printed here. Okay, let's move on to this diagram. So here we gave the simple code, we write the simple C program. So we are doing the compilation. Compiler will generate the exe file. You can see this exe file in a machine readable format. I already told you, right? The compiler will generate the machine readable format, and while you run that machine readable format will produce this result. So thanks for watching this channel. Please subscribe it, share it, and if you have any comments, please put it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I will put more videos for C. Thank you. Happy learning. Bye bye.